back to Non-League Adventure with me, GW365. This is Season 4, Episode 10, playing as Curzon Ashton Football Club on Football Manager 2016. If you joined us last time, we got well and truly pummeled by Harrogate, thanks to Lewis Dodds' his hat-trick, should I say. And we missed a penalty early on. It could have been a different game. It really probably should have been a different game. The next game, which was against Stalybridge, it saw me reaching 200 games in management, which was pretty interesting. I didn't realise it had been that many games. But yes, you might notice that the day of recording this, I've got trying to get a video in really quickly. I mentioned about another save, potentially. Ossett, obviously, is where I was born, which is why I'm suggesting Ossett Town or Ossett Albion. At this moment in time, I don't think I've got any comments. I doubt it. The video's literally just gone up. But yeah, it's just interesting to see what the outcome of that is. But onto this particular video. That particular game, we won 2-0. Quite an even game, but Piggott and Hunt proving the difference. Hunt making a comeback, obviously, from the broken leg. He's been sorely missed. And that was actually a fan day, and ironically, there was a bumper crowd of 365, which, you know, in case you hadn't noticed, my YouTube name is GW365. So yeah, kind of fitting. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe it's a sign, maybe they're telling me to stay. I don't know. But then this happened. Consortium targets Curzon Ashton takeover, and apparently my assistant manager will take over as the manager if they prove successful. So I'm a bit, well, I might as well just jack in again. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, because the last game we got FM'd. We had 14 shots to their 5. They won 1-0. We just couldn't score for some reason. And then we followed that up. This is how inconsistent we've been all season. Top of the league, Stockport, stuttering over the line. It's not even confirmed that they're going up yet, but all they had to do was, I think, draw against us or maybe beat us. They lost to us 2-1. And we kind of FM'd them, but not quite to the extent of what Corby did to us. Unfortunately, it did mean that Joe Piggott got injured and obviously misses the last game of the season. Probably has played his last game for us, because I'll probably, if I do stay, probably be trying to get a better team together if we can. And as a result, this is where we are. Not entirely sure where's the line there, but or this side, but never mind. You didn't see that. Yeah, this is where we are. End of the season, bottom half of the table. It's not good enough. We can't finish any lower than 13th. We can potentially leapfrog 3 teams to get into 10th, but I think the chances of that happening are very slim. We're playing Guiseley today, who are finishing. I don't even know who was in 4th, but they can definitely get into the playoffs. So what I'm saying is they've got something to play for. We've obviously not really got anything to play for. Maybe my actual job, I suppose, is on the line. We're £150,000 in the red, so it's probably unlikely I'm going to be staying here, because I would like to think that I'll probably get sacked or they'll just won't give us a contract. So yeah, they are satisfied, so we're not like under pressure or anything, but I would imagine that'll probably change as soon as our final position finishes up after this particular game. So for the last game of the season, and possibly the last game for Curzon Ashton, I was going to say this is how we're going to line up, but obviously we're not, because Piggott is injured. It's a shame, because he's been doing alright, but alas, we're going to have to take him off. Got far too many players that aren't good enough for this level, it has to be said. We did actually let one of the loanees go. I don't know if I picked up on a previous video, I'm not entirely sure. But basically, DL, I've actually got a comment already within a minute. I can't believe it. So anyway, it's only to do with the background, so it's alright. But thank you very much anyway, Quinn. Just as if you do happen to watch this video. But never mind. Back to the task at hand. Yeah, we're going to pretty much stick with the same team that beat Stockport. It's the only thing we can do. I mean, you look at this team here and you think they're actually not, apart from the attacking options, you know, we're a pretty good side, really. If you think about it, you know, we've got 4 players over 3.5-star rating, which should be more than good enough to get up in this league. And, you know, maybe it is these players here just not being good enough, not being consistent enough. I've had problems with goal scorers. I mean, as you can see here, the goal score. I'm trying to do like an end of the season sort of review at the same time, But, you know, you've got Jordan Jones, who's played the vast majority of the games, probably at right back. Um, yeah, he's got 4 goals when he played on the wing and got 8 assists. Not even sure if he's got them on the wing. But yeah, in terms of goals, you've got Henry Rollinson's chipped in with 2 goals. That's all. That's not really that many for a midfielder on the wing. One from Harry Gibbons since he's come in, and he's not really the goal-scoring type because he's playing deep line playmaker, so he rarely gets forward. Hunt got off to a brilliant start to the season. He's actually got a rating of 7, which obviously it's only in 11 games and 6 sub-appearances. But he's the only player that's actually got an average rating, apart from Piggott. He's the only one who's scored the goals for us. But yeah, 7 rating. You need at least 4 or 5 at least players over a 7 rating if you want to do well in this league. And unfortunately for us, we've got 2. One of them being Piggott, who, if I'm being completely honest, if I do stick with this team, I will try my best to keep him. But that injury is obviously something that affects it. So getting to the game. That's like a very brief end of the season lowdown. Whatever happens in the next video, whether it be an extra video, or the first part of the next season video, I'll pick up more on like who got the player of the year, etc., etc. So yeah, let's stick with this team, and for the final time, for most of these players anyway, I think Sam Ward will be on his way out. Being completely honest. We'll just have to wait and see. We're playing Geisley, which obviously those who have been a long-term subscriber of in the Football Manager reasons, if you like. My Geisley to greatness save. Obviously, Geisley do mean something to me. So it's going to be if we do beat them, we're going to stop them from getting in the playoffs, which they've been up in the top half of the table, in the top 6 pretty much all season. So it would be a little bit harsh, you could say. But you know what? I've got to do the best for me at this moment in time because I'm on the verge of not having a team, and the verge of not having a team. Full stop. One thing I do need to do is I need to choose our standard because we're only slight favourites. So let's start the match at that. Jordan Jones captains the side. Pretty sure I press start. There we go. But Moyo comes in for Piggott because, well, he's actually done alright when he's been playing. He hasn't been playing very often, but when he has played, he's done alright. But one of the main problems with this team, and the reasons why I think we struggled so bad, is purely for the fact that a lot of these players are on quite a lot of money. I mean, Paul Jennings obviously is is what's the word I'm looking for? He's not included basically in that discussion. But the likes of Hinchcliffe, who's out of contract, I think he's on 200. That's actually not that bad. John Jones isn't actually on that bad amount of money. Quite a few of the players are, but it's like the likes of Tomsic, for instance. He's on 600. Hinchcliffe is on 240. Symington 275. These are all guys I think are out of contract. Yep. Back to the game. We're going to have a chance here as Rollinson crosses in for Moyo, hits the bar, and that's basically our look there. The ball falls to him and he just doesn't decide to do anything with it. He could have knocked it in, no problem, but he decided to opt against it. But yeah, we signed Barry earlier in the season for 200 and he was deemed a 3-star player. Now look at him, he's 1.5 star for some reason. Not entirely sure. But Moyo's in again here, strikes it well, and Harrison parries it away. JJ Hooper's another player as well who's not lived up to expectations in this league. I signed him last season to play in the National League, and he's not really done much this season. As Corey Roberts heads over the bar. He's on £400 a week. Tomsic's on 600. Between them, it's 1,000. My maths is impeccable. Don't try and challenge me on my math skills, because I will blow you out of the water with my basic adding and subtracting. Yes. Right. So Rollinson is on the ball. He's casually jogging, it seems. And Jones now chips it inside. They're trying to put on a performance, it seems, to try and win me over, to try and make me stay. Well, at least that's what I like to think. Likes of Gibbons would be good to keep around, obviously. Rollinson. Square it goes to Gibbons. Who can he find? He finds Ward. Ward turns. Nice little spin. and then finds Gibbons. He needs to play it wide at some point because his body's forward. Moyo's in again, clear-cut opportunity, and there you go, 1-0, as easy as that. Why haven't you been able to do that all season, you schmucks? I'm pressing time here, by the way. I'm going to be going, it's currently nearly 10 to 6, and I'm going out for 6:30, and I've got a half an hour walk yet, and I've got to get ready. Don't think I'm going to be getting there on time. But never mind. It's all worth it for Moyo's celebration. Just doing a Shearer, put the hand up and point to the sky as you run. The best celebration ever. Looks like they've hit the woodwork. It didn't choose to show it. Must have been a cross or something. But I'll take this result. And Moyo gets an injury. Emphasis. Emphasis. Plus 1 minute. And we're on 2 minutes past it. I know he's got a cut hand. He's got a cut hand. We stopped play for a cut hand. And that's what's resulted in it, Moyo. You schmuck. What the hell's that? How does your condition go down to 59%? From a cut hand. You've cut your hand. I'm gonna have to cut me in that hand. Washing up in a washing up bowl, I suppose. Come on, you schmucks. You're better than this. Come on, we owe 'em. We need to kick their ass. That's very, very unfortunate. I have to be honest. Moyo's probably only going to be on for about 10 more minutes, 15 minutes tops, because of his injury. Because apparently it affects his running ability and his, his general fitness in general. How many times can I say general? But anyway, yeah, that's very disappointing, I have to say. Taylor though now with a throws it inside to Gibbons, who's had a decent impact since he's come in. Moyo now. Not letting the cut hand hinder him there. Crosses in. He's headed away by Rains, and Ward nearly gets an end of it, but Phillips knocks it away. But Jones, long ball forward again for Jennings. Headed away again. Ward picks it up again. Now it's Rollinson. Chips in towards Moyo. Oh, what a save from Harrison. And Jones with the resulting corner. Swings it in. Cleared away by Lowe. Jennings sprints like a madman to get that ball. So he can pass it short to Taylor, who could have just taken the ball to start off with, but never mind. Right. Moyo, unfortunately, your hand is definitely affecting your play, so you're going to come off. Leo Hunt, it's disappointing because you've been usually Mr. Consistent, but you're actually the worst performing player in the team at the minute. So Hinchcliffe is going to come on for you, and it's your last probably appearance for us because that broken leg has obviously hindered you. It's a bit of a shame because I think had he had played all season, I think we'd have been all right in terms of I reckon we'd have been pushing playoffs. But because he's a better player really than Hinchcliffe. He's quicker off the mark. You look at Hinchcliffe's and he's got 9 acceleration, 10 pace. It's not good enough really. But I think we have got a highlight, and I think it's for them. So this could be 2-0 down. Still sticking with standard because they haven't affected it here. I've noticed that sometimes it says attacking, so that would ideally make you go to defensive. But what's this? We've tackled them for once, but we've given it straight away, so it doesn't matter. But Roberts clears away. Now it's towards Hooper, who's usually pretty strong and wins headers, but instead he somehow brings it down because their defender misses the ball. Basic heading skills. Even me at 2'6", I managed to act like a target man on Saturday before getting crunched. The best headed through ball ever, but apparently it was given offside. Probably the best header I've ever done. Nice at 1-2 there. And Hooper scores to make it 2-1. Making me think what could have been if I'd have stuck with Hooper all season. But yeah. Jennings knocks it through for Hooper. Hooper gets him behind. And you got to say the goalkeepers in general are questionable at the best of times. We've actually got 10 minutes to go, and I'm going to bring on Tomsit, probably for his last ever appearance for the club. He's been a great servant. Pressure's off. No pressure. Just play a natural game. We've got no to play for. And Jennings, 2 assists. What a guy. My hero. There's 8 passing and 5 vision. But yeah. He's going to get around. a round of applause, a standing ovation, if you will. We win 2-1. And it just makes you wonder what could have been, because we got beat last time. I actually thought that was the final whistle there, but it's not. Are we going to score a screamer from here like they did? Granted, it is a little bit further out. No, the referee's not going to let us cheating get. But anyway, we won! And that's going to be the last video, potentially. I can't stress enough, potentially. I won't know now until probably after that said weekend from that video. The notification video. I'll have to wait while I get back from then. But we have actually finished in the top half, so technically we've actually hit our targets. Top half finish. Top half. I'm literally gesturing towards the hand, gesturing my hand towards the screen, saying, you know, there it is in plain sight. We are 11th, you know, officially top half, so that should keep us in a job, I think, for starters. Who is this guy anyway? He's got a rate shot on him. Yeah, he's not actually that bad. Who knows? Maybe we can sign him, but I doubt it. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Why have I done that? There we go. Yeah, as you can see here, Darlington, Colwyn Bay and Blythe have all gone down. But yeah, this is where we finished. I'll have a quick look at these. See how much we got paid. Tax playing surfaces, you schmuck. It's the same for both teams, you idiot. Yeah, where's the table? There it is. Full table, please. There we go. Not quite full table, but anyway. Yeah, so as you can see, we finished there in 11th. -7 goal difference is what's killed us, but definitely running, you know, mid-table form. 16 wins, 16 losses, 10 draws. You know, it's a season of consolidation, I suppose, after getting relegated. I mean, we were poor last season, and it looks like Stockport have gone up on, you know, by the skin of the teeth on goal difference, just pipping Telford, AFC Telford to the post. And they're going to be playing Chorley in the first leg, thanks to us beating Geyser, because it seems that if Geyser had beaten us, they would have ended up in the playoffs at the expense of Chorley. So probably the three other teams that, you know, the top four, probably most deserved to be in those positions, especially with the goal difference. You know, we've been disappointing, to say the least. Let's look at the players. Corey Roberts, the actual key player for us, he's only on loan. So chances are we're probably not going to be able to keep him. I probably wouldn't do anyway because of his passing ability. But yeah, this is the team. As you can see, average ratings. Joe Piggott, he'll probably get the man of the season, player of the season. Leo Hunt got 6.98 because of that last game of the season. It's knocked him down below a 7, so that means that our last game means that we've got a 7.23 average rating, the highest we've got, and no one else above a 7. Very disappointing. Goals. Moyo got 9. Hooper and Jennings got 6. And assists. Jordan Jones got the most with 8. Both not he takes corners. Just not good enough all around. But hopefully you join us for the next video, which will be next season, I think. More than likely, I'll probably do a little bit of a rundown of this particular team. If I'm still here, then of this particular season. But if I'm somewhere else, I'll do the rest of this on the next video. But until then, I will see you next time. Bye bye.